All right, y'all, second video of the day. We're going back to back with it. Kind of, I was planning to, but I had to work out some problems with my damn audio, man. I apologize for that last video and the one before that. Hopefully, this one will be okay. It's gonna be a smaller video. It's gonna be more of a taste test, something unusual, something strange, something that is potentially illegal in certain parts of the world, aka America. I'm gonna be trying out this French cheese called Mimolette. This is a cheese from Lille, France. I actually know someone from Lille, so shout out Marion! But yeah, I've heard about this, and I have always wondered about it. And for the fact that, I don't know, for the US to ban a cheese, I think there are a few different cheeses that are banned, but I mean, that sounds pretty crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not that crazy. But anyway, I just found this at the store yesterday, actually. It cost me about $11. And it's a decent little chunk. And as you can see, it is very orange. Now, there are parts of this cheese, especially the rind, that could be a little bit disturbing. To me, yeah, it's not very pleasant to look at, but I'm not going to be eating that rind anyway. A little bit of info about this cheese. This appears to be about 200 grams or so. I don't know. And it does show some of the ingredients, but the French, nutrition labels definitely be different. I mean, it should be diff. The FDA put imports of this cheese on hold in 2013, saying that the large amount of mites could cause allergic reactions. Apparently, since then, imports have resumed, and no one seems to know why, since the FDA ruling still stands. So it's technically not supposed to enter the US, but you can still find it in the States. If I give this a very good review, you might want to go hunting for it. So the reason this cheese is so funky, I guess, is because it is taken to a special room after 1 or 2 months of aging, where it's introduced to the mites. And they eat the cheese and burrow through the crust, creating a dense cheese with a sweet and salty flavor. If you don't know what mites are, I didn't know exactly what they were. Some kind of small bug, but in fact, they aren't bugs, aka insects. They're arachnids, which I hate arachnids, all right? And I would have preferred to just think of them as bugs, but now that I know that they have 8 legs instead of 6, that really kind of scares me a lot more, because I'll tell you what, I don't mind even like hornets. I'd rather, like, if you get a hornet that could, if you put me in a room, give me any insect, compare that to an equally sized spider, I would rather get stung by that. I'd rather get trapped in a car with that. I'm fine with anything with 6 legs, but 8, that's crossing the line. And I'll tell you what, some of these like centipedes, man. Oh man, there's just no need for those. But anyway, so yeah, mites have been eating this. All right, I'm gonna open this up, and we're gonna show you I'm gonna show you the rind, which you might want to look away right now, because the middle of the cheese itself actually looks pretty good, normal, but the rind has some funkiness, so you might want to look away right now. If you don't like, this kind of stuff, I don't particularly like the look of that. I know some people really hate the look of stuff like that, and I do too, but it's just the rind. Here's a closer look. This part looks completely fine, but I don't know how the mites must have nested hard in here. But yeah, this actually looks really good. It looks like a candle wax. Like it's like perfectly like waxy and orange, and I love the color. It's got a nice smell to it, and hopefully there's no mites that are like fossilized inside of here. I don't see any. But yeah, we're just going to be taste testing this, because I just think it's kind of a cool thing, eating a food that it's illegal in America, but I'm not in America, so it's fine. If you didn't know better, you might think this is a strip of a carrot strip. It smells really good, not too funky. It smells like a... What does that smell like? Just a good solid cheese going in. Wow. I'll tell you what, man. I will tell you what. This is one of... I'm not going to say better cheeses I've ever had. I guess that could be a little bit subjective. It's like cantaloupe. Let's straight up cantaloupe over here. But, I really like this. Oh, man, I was going to buy some crackers. I completely forgot. But you don't... It would be good with those. It would be good with... What's that? What's that flavor? So it's not too different from like a cheddar, and it's not particularly mild or sharp. I would say it's deep. It's like a really deep. This is delicious. Man, I'll tell you what, man. If this was banned, well, it is banned, but if I couldn't get my hands on this, I'd be... Well, this is the first time I've ever tried it, so it's not like I don't know. It's good, though. Mighty fine, I would say. This is mighty fine cheese. I'll tell you what. Cheese. There's levels. This is a flavorful cheese. It's not a mild, like I said. It's not like a mozzarella or like a white cheese. You can tell this has flavor. It has the mites. I don't know if what they're doing in there. This might be a hole from one of those little colony. I'm just kidding. But, like, I'm trying to see, like, where do they go? I mean, they just, so, do they burrow inside and, like, die inside and just, like, turn into the cheese? Like, I have seen that. I've seen, like, on Bizarre Foods or something like that, some cheeses with like actual crawling around, either mites or larvae of some sort. That would be intense. I would try that. I really honestly would if I could if I got it from a trusted source. I guess this is the next best thing I can get. I'm slicing this up like a true maniac. But I'm not lying, folks. This is really good. And if you like cheddar, a strong cheddar, there's no way you're not going to like this. Mimolette. I'll tell you what. Should I eat some of that rind? Here's a little piece. Looking like a straight up cantaloupe. I love the color of this. It's just so orange. It's a beautiful orange. Not sure if it translates completely on camera. I love the texture of it. I'm sure this would melt pretty nicely. It's solid, it's not too hard, not too soft, it's flavorful, it's not too salty, not too sweet. It said this was like sweet and salty or something, but it's not sweet to me. Maybe just the subtlest of sweetnesses, but no, it's not sweet. to me, and it's not overly salty, but you can definitely taste some of that saltiness. It's just some freaking good cheese, man. And I'll tell you what, French cheese gets a bad rap. Is it bad rap or bad rep? I've always said bad rap, but I feel like I've heard or seen people saying bad rep lately more often. So was I wrong the whole time, or is it shifting? Or is it just both? Bad rap. I don't know. Oops. I'm gonna eat one more slice of this. And I'm gonna save the rest to enjoy with some like legit crackers and wine. And this is one of those cheeses that, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's straight from France, or it's illegal in some places, or just something a little bit taboo about it. I just really like it. And I could imagine just slowly chewing on it. And then taking a little, maybe like a dram of whiskey or something. It's mighty fine. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I didn't look up the flavor. Didn't look up any taste tests. But I'll tell you what, that stuff's mighty fine. If you can find it and you can buy it legally, do that. Anyway, y'all, I mean, look at the integrity of it. It seems super, God, I love this. I love this stuff. You know what, y'all, I might be going overboard, but this is like probably in my top 10 cheeses, maybe top 5. Here's why. It packs a punch. I love everything just mechanically about it, except the rind, looking at it. But even that, actually, you can kind of just wipe it away. Interesting. Not sure what's going on with that, but you don't need the rind. The stuff inside, love the texture of it. I love the flavor. It's robust, it's strong. It's very flavorful. When you put a slice on a sandwich, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna taste it. Hate putting a slice of some bogus cheese on a sandwich just because you think you need to, but you don't taste it anyway, and it's just there. Not gonna have that problem with this stuff right here. This might be one of my top cheeses, and I like that, cause like, hey, what's your favorite cheese? Like Mimolette. You're like, what? Anyway, y'all, I'm about to skate out of here, so thanks for watching. Shout out Mario! I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace!